Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Let us jump into our long song Saturday for this particular day. And for today, we're going to listen to Camel. We're going to do a full album listen and reaction, of course, to their album Moonmadness. This is their fourth studio album released in 1976. Some of you that had suggested and recommended this album would be the following. I guess I should run the intro before I go forward, right? Like just to be proper, just to do things by the book. All right. Some of you that had mentioned this particular album and suggested it are going to be Dean Carter, Juliana Lima, Fabri Lone, Semelis, Age Groots, NS Island Roadblocks, Marco Mazzola, Ian Vincent, Sam Mellis, Keith Jones, Ian Vincent, Shy Shift, James Paiva Paiva, Manhattan Man. The list goes on and on and on. Shy Shift, I see you again. D.H. Fensky, ABC, Jose Canaveses, Snuppy Synths Channel. I mean, this list goes on. 2 years ago, Greg. 2 years ago, Brian Baker. Listen, you hear that? I'm scrolling and it's actually still going. Like, it's still going. Steve Dotwood. So anyways, from 4 years ago. Thank you all so much for the recommendation. Thank you for the suggestion. Off of this album, I have heard, and I think we covered it on the channel actually, but I have heard the last track on the album, Lunar Sea. But that was a long time ago. I'll be honest, I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I remember it being good. That's what I do remember. So we're going to sit down, relax, take a full album listen in today. I hope that you guys are having a great Saturday. It's 10 o'clock a.m. exactly, pretty much right now, 9:59. And when I think about what I want to listen to for a long song Saturday, like, I think about my mood. I think about what I feel like listening to, but at the same time trying to fulfill request. And right now, I feel like listening to some good guitar work. I'm ready to hear some good stuff from Vladimir. I'm ready to hear some good music. So that's what we're doing today. Hope that you guys are here for it. Thank you, as always, for spending some time with me. A few of these tracks seem to be instrumentals, and some of them are very short in length. So we'll probably just let a couple of them, like, for example, the first two go together. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So the first track is going to be Aristillus, which is an instrumental. And we're going to let that lead into the next track, which is Song Within a Song. As always, appreciate you guys being here. Press the like button, get it out the way, subscribe. All the YouTuber things that I have to say. I mean, I don't have to, but it does help. So do all that stuff, get it out the way. If you'd like, you can support what I do on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. You don't have to, but you can, and it helps. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, move the microphone out the way. This one is to you. Here we go. It's playful. It's like gong. That's a nice synth roll right there. I have no idea what he's muttering. I do like that synth. Love the sound of that synth, that kind of fun, playful rhythm. Like, it's just so bouncy and synthy. Let's go into the next track, which is Song Within a Song. Coming up. There you go. That's a romantic, smooth, sensual change. Synth come back.
The sun has left the sky. Now you can close your eyes.
The drums.
Leave all the world behind until tomorrow. The dream is like a song. It leads you on and on. The pipe ablaze is tuned, so you must follow.
I love that rushing beat on the drums. It's slightly Floydish in its atmosphere. Back to this.
So far beyond the sky.
Ward is killing that.
Knowing how or why, you realize the feeling is forever. And though another day may steal your dreams away, you and the sun will always stay together.
Man. First part's 8/8, and then the second is 7/8. I like that. Okay. Those are some cool synth effects that come through. And the guitar just... climax. There you go. That's a great start. That's a wonderful start to the album. These two tracks really gave you a nice full-fledged feel of what we can expect listening to this one. Camel have always excelled when it comes to melody and how they play their method, their version of prog music. It has all the typical prog fixings and leanings. You know, you got the time signature changes. You know, part of it was in like, it started like 8/8 for the first part, and then the next part was 7/8, and that was like a little fun. You know, has its fun instrumental diversions. A lot of focus on the instrumental rather than on the singing and the lyrics. But they have always just had this keen sense of melody and playfulness. And a lot of that to me is due to Latimer's wonderful guitar, the flute playing, and then Barden's on the keyboards. To me, like, they just have this thing going on. I guess the closest thing, and actually, as a matter of fact, in a way of comparison, this song Within a Song, especially in the beginning, had to me a strong psychedelic Floydish kind of feel to it. Not only with the vocals, but even with the guitar playing, with the melodies and the subtlety that everything is just drenched in. This song is swimming in subtleties. But also, I guess thinking about Latimer and Barden's and the way that they kind of play off each other so well, it reminds me of Gilmour and Roger Waters and the way that they play off each other so well, like just in their musicianship. You know, obviously Waters is a bass player. I'm comparing a guitarist and a keyboardist. But like, you know, like to me, it still applies in just the way that they work together and how they create these very unique soundscapes to me. This is, of course, very pastoral, and the synth is very playful. There's a lightness to everything. Even when the music reaches its climax near the end, it still feels light. It still feels airy. It feels, I don't know, it just feels floaty and whimsical and fantastical. It doesn't have to feel like a heavy, weighty climax. I like those. I like a nice, weighty climax, but this is also very nice in the way that they deliver it. It just feels like a snow goose, just kind of flying out there. But either way, the one thing I found most surprising in this was Within a Song, the drums from Andy Ward. I like how in the verse, the music itself is relatively slow and methodical, but his drumming is still filled with subtlety, but he's not playing with the same rhythm as them. He plays in this kind of rushing, almost jazzy kind of way. Like a jazzy folk way, which I really, really liked. I liked the contrast between the way that he's drumming, the pace with which he's drumming, and the mood established by the rest of the band and what they're doing. I think that was actually kind of the standout in this track, was just his drumming in comparison with the mood. Because he very, very easily could have just played in line with the song and just played in that slow kind of way. But no, he's like, you know, let me do something a little different. Let me try something else. And he goes and puts a little bit of a rush down and just doubles everything on the timing, which I really, really enjoyed. Because it's not like he doubled the timing and brought in like a heavy drum and bass kind of sound and rhythm to everything. No, he played with subtlety. He played with elegance and a lot of grace. There's no lyrics, obviously, on the first part. Which actually, let's kind of look into this a little bit. Since there's not a lot of lyrics to look into here, actually let me bring you guys up here. Because what I did, the first track is, Aristillus, which I have no idea what that is, and I have no idea what he was saying during it. But I just quickly Googled it. And it's an impact crater on, I guess, the moon. Aristillus is a prominent lunar impact crater that lies in the eastern Mare Imbrium. It was named after the Greek astronomer Aristillus. So I guess Aristillus is an astronomer. So I'm just looking a little bit here. Listen, you come here not only to learn and listen, but to have a little fun. So let's see. Like you said, it's also a lunar crater. 6 of his stellar declinations are preserved at almost 7.3. This is beyond me. But at least we have the knowledge that Aristillus is not only a moon crater, but also an astronomer, which makes sense with the album being called Moonmadness. I guess they could have shortened the title of this one and just called it Lunacy. Please clap. All right, so let's look at the lyrics for Song Within a Song. The sun has left the sky, now you can close your eyes. Leave all the world behind until tomorrow. The dream is like a song, it leads you on and on. The piper plays his tune, and you must follow. So far beyond the sky, not knowing how or why, you realize the feeling is forever, and though another day may steal your dreams away, you and this song will always stay together. So, the sun has set, the day is over, but you and this song, whatever that may represent, will always be together. Now, one thing I didn't look at is to see if this is a concept album or something, which I do see right here. Moonmadness has a loose concept with one track based on the personality of each member. That's actually really cool. Airborne for Andrew Latimer, Chord Change for Peter Bardens, Another Night for Doug Ferguson, and Lunar Sea for Andy Ward. Well, none of that. What's Song Within a Song? The one that I was listening to now. I got nothing on that one, huh? Nothing. Either way, I really like that. So, could Song Within a Song also be like Dream Within a Dream? You realize the feeling is forever. What is the feeling? A feeling of satisfaction, perhaps? And though another day may steal your dreams away, you and the song will always stay together. Like you always have whatever that song represents. You always have something to hold on to. That dream, that hope, whatever it may be. Let's see. It's the only one sung by bassist Doug Ferguson. The delicate and quiet vocal, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. I already described the song. I want to know what it's about. But I ain't got anything else to go off of. So with that, let's just move on into the next track here, which we are going to listen to the next two, which will finish this side. It just makes sense to let them roll together. So that is going to be Chord Change and then Spirit of the Water. And like we just read, Chord Change is going to be based off of Peter Bardens, who is the keyboardist. So I'm expecting some keyboards in this one. Let's go. 6, 7. Okay. A lot of changes. 6, 7. 5, 6. Then it breaks down there. It's kind of cool. There's your chord changes. Then it goes off. That end part is hard to catch. Okay. Edge on it. Vladimir's putting it down. This song is about changes. sizzling. That's good. That's good. And that bass providing so much soul beneath this. Hits. Brought it back. Speeding that up. Keep going. Those flams. Send it off. It's good. It's good. We're going to talk about it, but let's let it go into the next track, which is Spirit of the Water. Chord change? That song had changes for everything. Chord change, rhythm change, this change, that change, your change, my change, pocket change. I like that effect on his singing.
You can die and lose Nothing stops the river as it goes.
I like this mood. Little organ zest at the end. So that is going to end side 1 of the album. So just because we just listened to it, Spirit of the Water is a lovely put down track to lay us down at the end of this particular side, especially after the very, very adventurous chord change with changes abundant. There's something for everybody in that one. But Spirit of the Water is a very mellow melodic track. I love how you have that kind of chorus from the flutes and the piano playing very delicately and elegantly in the back throughout this. And the vocals. I really like that effect on the vocals. We've heard that same effect used, I can't think of which song off the top of my head, but we've heard something very similar from Peter Hamill. And I can't remember if it was something from like his solo work or with Van de Graaff, but something in that nature. And it has, to me, that kind of watery, drowned kind. I don't know. There's just something water about it, which I really think is really cool. It's, I guess it's kind of, it's not exactly a 1-to-1 comparison, but like, I guess if you go to like a fan and you go to it and like while it's spinning, you like talk into it, it has kind of that weird way of warping your voice. It's kind of similar in here. And I think it sounds really cool, especially in the mood. It kind of adds this layer of mysteriousness to this particular track, this Spirit of the Water, whatever it may be. Which, while we're here, may as well look at the lyrics and talk about it before we go backwards to chord changes. See the lights out on the water, come and go to and from. In the time it takes to find them, you can live, you can die. And nothing stops the river as it goes by. Nothing stops the river as it goes. All alone and all together, every day, come what may. By the time we find each other, we can live, we can die. And nothing stops the river as it flows. I kind of view this as like time. Right? Like nothing stops time. Time keeps on going. Life keeps on going. The river keeps on going. You can do this. You can try and find each other. There's a lot that can happen within a span of time, but no matter what event takes place, the time keeps going. An interesting perspective about life being like a river just flowing as it goes. Yeah, life keeps on going whether you keep on going with it or not. It always moves. And so in a way, perhaps the spirit of the water is just time itself. I don't know. But going backwards to chord change. Man, chord change has everything going on. Like I said, that thing is filled with change in every single direction. Yeah, there's some chord changes, but the first half or the first quarter is like very manic. That is to me very progressive. That is prog rock. It's changing. It's going everywhere. It's dilly-dally. It's playful. It's serious about what it's accomplishing. There's a cool like balance of, to me, once again, their key of melody, but man, are they putting on a show on that one. But you know what I'm there for. You know it's when the track slows it down. Drips, drips, drips your coffee, and that dark, deep, bold brew. That is what I'm there for. Latimer's guitar is absolutely sensual in there. The bass playing, which I haven't even talked about from Ferguson, it is beautiful and bold and dark, and it just adds this soulful element to everything. And then you switch over after Latimer gets his time, you get Barden's on his time, and he brings it wonderfully. I love the organ that comes up afterwards, just bubbling beneath everything. It's just a really, really great moment with a lot of great hits as well to kind of continue that excitement. That's like a great piece of music. To me, that's the song within a song from the last track. That's what that is. That's just a really fantastic moment. And as we said before, chord changes is supposed to be representative of Peter Barden's and his personality. So what can we guess about Peter Barden's personality based off of chord change? Perhaps he's someone not to sit still and rest on his laurels. He likes to be creative and keep on changing things, keep on moving forward, be very progressive in the way that he not only thinks, but in the way that he plays his music and creates his art. But at the same time, there's lots of room for just that putting down that good old-fashioned soul and melody. Something like that. I don't know. That's at least like initially what I kind of think about. But anyways, that's Chord Change and Spirit of the Water. We're going to move on to side 2 of this album, which we're going to begin with Another Night. Now, Another Night is supposed to be based off the personality of Doug Ferguson, who's the bass player. So I'm expecting some bass on this one. Some bass. What's the lowest note I can get? Bass. Bass, 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 bass. Old Man River. What's one of you knows like what that lowest note was? What is that? What's my lowest note? Old Man River. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Let's listen to the song. Let's listen to the song Another Night. Here we go. Okay, it's coming. I thought my thing was broken. Coming. That's a cool riff behind this. This is bringing the rocks. This is bringing the rock. Oh, come on now. That hits. Right back to it. This thing, this chorus. And this little tension. This is actually probably the most interesting song on the album so far. Just that drum beat. Very catchy, those guitar lines as well. Whoa, that lead into that. This is the best song on the album so far. Play that organ. Listen, we're 5 out of 7 tracks through this album. That, Another Night, is at this point the best track on the album. That is fantastic. That's playlist worthy. That's a good one. I like how it breaks up, in a way, what we expect or what I expect from Camel. The first 4 tracks on this album are excellent, but it's what I expect from Camel. This, it just brings an element of rock into the music with that guitar, that riff, bah, 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 the way it builds up into it, that pulsating rhythm from War just coming in hot, and then all the playfulness that we get and we expect from Camel is delivered in spades here, which is wonderful. But there's more to it. There's something else that's happening in this track, whether it's the excellent bass playing from Ferguson, or once again the drums from Ward, or once again Latimer and Bardens. Like, it's just, this mix comes together incredibly well. Those vocals are once again very eerie and mysterious to me, which I love. The vibe in here is really, really cool. The moment when the music slows down and brings it back, you guys know I like that. I love that. And it's delivered so wonderfully here. Another Night is just, I think, the best track on this album so far. I mean, it's clearly a favorite for me. I don't, like, I want to, how do I add this to my playlist? Where's my button to do that? Add to playlist. Where's my prog playlist? Just prog. There you go. Boom. Added. Another Night's the best track on this album so far. I know we got 2 more to go, but I'm putting it out there. This is it. This has that magic. This has it. Don't know what it is, but it has it. Let's look at these lyrics, though. Dark clouds before my eyes, can't face the morning skies. Day comes a day too soon, I'm waiting for that silver moon. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm feeling like another night would make it all right. So I think that this is, you know, the epitome of today. if today you feel like it was wasted, you can do better tomorrow. There's probably a better quote out there, like that someone else has said or written down. That sounds a lot better than what I just said. But, today, you may not have reached the exact goals you wanted to reach. You may not have done all the things you wanted to do. You may not accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, but you always have tomorrow. And that kind of tells me that's what I'm getting from the chorus, I'm feeling like another night would make it all right. Twilight is fading through. Seems like I'm fading too. How can I believe it's real when nothing starts to stop this wheel? Dark clouds before my eyes can't face the morning skies. Day comes a day too soon. I'm waiting for that silver moon. I'm waiting for that chance. And hey, by the way, listen, I don't care. I see it. One of the best David Sylvian tracks, as if there's not enough of them, is Silver Moon by David Sylvian. Have you guys heard that one? Listen, just look. Listen, I told you, you come here for many reasons, and to listen to music is one of them. Listen to this thing. Just let it play a little bit. God, this is such a good song. Wait till it comes in. When he starts singing, you're gonna lose it. Listen to his voice. Listen to this.
Out upon the open fields, the rain is pouring down. We're pulling up the sheets again against the passing tides of love. Every doubt that holds you here will find their own way out.
You don't think that I would listen to a David Sylvian song and do a reaction/review in the middle of another album? You don't think I would?
I will build a shelter if you call. Just take my hand and walk over mountains high and wide, bridging rivers deep inside, with the will to guide you on.
That
Your
mood.
heart will need no one.
It's a little spaceless.
Those days have gone.
You don't think I would do a reaction to a song within a song? Talk about a song within a song. Let it play. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. Listen.
Baby, I can tell you there's no easy way out. Lost inside of dreams that guide you on.
This is so good.
Baby, I can tell you there's no easy way out.
Fretless.
The guiding moonlight will be gone.
Goes. You can't tell me that is not a great track. You guys know David Sylvian's my favorite artist of all time, and this is a fantastic one from him. Matter of fact, I've already heard the song. I don't need to be here while you guys react. You react to the song. You. I'm gonna get more water. You guys listen. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm leaving.
Shares in kind when the heavens open wide. Every shore the moon shines on. Every word a siren song. Believe in no one.
I can hear the music even without the headphones. Poet. You don't think I'll react to a song within a song? You don't think that I'm going to find an excuse to play some David Sylvian? I'll always find a way to play some David Sylvian. You may not have known what you gotten into when you came here, but I'm going to show you what you gotten into because that's what you got and you're into it. Listen, that's a fantastic song. Let's move on to the next track, why don't we? Here on Camel's Moonmadness, that's what we're doing. That's what we're listening to. We're going to move on to the next track, which is Airborne, and this track is going to be based off of the personality of Andrew Latimer. So let's listen to what the guitar god has in store for us. Did you guys like that? Listen, I'm almost every album listen. I like to see who's still watching at this particular point in time. I want to know your thoughts on Silver Moon from David Sylvian. Another banger from David Sylvian. Did you like it? Did you not like it? It's okay if you didn't like it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Different taste for everybody. But that's a good song. Man, can you imagine someone that skipped this reaction and missed such a great piece of music? It's an era of drama. Oh, that's... come on. That's upward trajectory. I'm flying with you. So dynamic. This is magical, the flute guitar combo. Interesting guitar filter. It's like that vocal effect from before is now applied to guitar. Like how it stutters. Slowing down. You know, I'll be 100% with you. So far, this is another really amazing track, and I would like to say it's my second favorite on the album so far. Oh man, Camel's hitting it out of the park on the back half of the album. Listen, Airborne is exactly what it sounds like. Remember before when I was describing Camel's music and I said it's like that airy type of prog in a certain way with the way they build their music. This is definitely the epitome and the direct statement of what I'm saying, not only lyrically but easily musically. Once again, those vocals return with that weird filter on it, which I really enjoy. And that filter even seemingly is applied to the guitar from Vladimir in that solo there, which is kind of interesting. It kind of adds this interesting, I don't know what it is, but something beneath it. And then I like how in that moment, it's almost like we're flying amongst the clouds, and you hear Barden's on the keyboards just da 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 da, not like that, but in that same motion or a similar motion. So it's just this really gentle wind of pushing things upward. The song has a beautifully upward trajectory. It's like the wind is being lifted beneath our wings and we're just soaring into the skies. And this is not a tale of Icarus. This is a tale of, I don't know, some other character that continually flies, and it's a good journey, right? Like, this is just sensational. Once again, I'm sorry to be repeating certain things ad nauseum, but there's just this mood that they create that I find absolutely enchanting. I have to make comparison to Pink Floyd. I can't help it, but I hear that in here. It's just sensational. The dynamics on the drum groove during the verse were really cool. The drums, the rhythm of it changed pretty much like every few seconds there, which was really interesting to listen to. Ferguson on the bass, pushing the drums, keeping up with the drums, and inspiring that rhythm beneath. I think that this is just like a really sensational track. Should I add it to my playlist? I kind of want to. You mind? Where is it? Add to playlist, just prog. That's two. That's two tossed on here. We're going somewhere. So this track is based off of Vladimir's personality. So, high-flying glider, spread your wings, flying high on a cloud. Born on the air, spiral around, so busy making circles you never touch the ground. Don't know where you go when you die, don't know the answers to what's in my mind. Riding on the wind, turning with the tide. Light takes you up, it brings you down, changes the pain that remains. Keep moving fast through the wind and the rain, and if the world keeps spinning round, you'll be back again. So I see this as Latimer in a way perhaps becoming or seeing himself as the dreamer, the one that's always looking up and forward, the one who's dreaming, and maybe all the goals won't be realized, but he's the one that pushes towards that particular direction. He finds himself never touching the ground. Perhaps he feels high on life, and he just rolls with the punches. He rolls with the wind. He rides with the wind, turns with the tide. Easy going, I feel like he's like. At least that's what I kind of get. That's what I'm hearing. Now, for the final track here on the album, we are going to listen to Lunar Sea, which, like I said, we have listened to this track on the channel. I want to say, 5 years ago or whatever it was? It's been a while, but we're going to do one more round of it here. Like I said, I really don't remember it. I remember liking it, but I don't remember it. So this will be a nice welcome return. Obviously, you're going to have a double entendre with Lunar Sea and Lunacy. So, Moonmadness, there you go. Let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Let's ride it out. I like how it's spacey, but you hear the bubbles like an ocean or water. Here. It's coming. About that groove. Big synth. That little squirrely. putting the keys underwater and pulling them back out. Back to it. Hits. They just keep coming. That's hard. That's a workout. That track is definitely the workout of the album. I think the rest of this is just like the wind after this. This is definitely like being on the moon and listening to the solar winds passing by. Does that happen? Solar winds passing by? I'm not Aristillus, I don't know. There you go. Lunacy is like I said, this is the lunacy. This is the Moonmadness. This is the epitome of what just scared me. Okay, that scared me. I thought the album was done. It went on to like a single version or something. Okay, anyways, Lunacy is the epitome, the coup de grace of this album. This is, in a sense, the title track with its meaning and everything. And I feel like the band really goes like hard in the paint, as the kids would say, for this particular track. So I forgot to mention, but this track is supposed to be based off the personality of, hold on, I had him right here, Andy Ward. So with that, I can assume that there's perhaps a hint of insanity in there, a hint of something going on. And I mean, this one, I mean, the guitar, Latimer is putting it down very heavily. Ward is drumming his butt off. Bardens, I love the synth in here. There's a lot of playful sound effects as well that take place around it. Like, it's just a cool track, and I think this is an explosive ending to the album. Whereas actually, I feel like Airborne, the previous track, could have been like a nice kind of coming down, or I guess in a sense going up, kind of ending to the album. But regardless, it's a really good track. It's not one of my favorites. I already told you my favorites, but I think it is a really sensational album, or song rather, to end the particular album on. And once again, we already heard this, so I'm not going too deeply into it. But if you wanted to get my initial and first reactions, you can look up Lunacy that I listened to, I don't know how many years ago. But this was a really great album. Exactly what I wanted to be in the mood for. Like I told you, I was in a mood for something, and I felt like this would be it. And Camel did not disappoint. My favorite tracks, like I said, it's Another Night, it's Airborne, and if I'm going a third, it's going to be Spirit of the Water. I just love those types of tracks. I don't know, there's something about them that hit a little bit differently, but I really, really enjoyed that. And I'm going to... Did you guys enjoy the song within a song? Not literally the song. That's a good one. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. But like the song within a song. If I remember to do this, I'm going to pin a comment and I'm going to say, did you guys enjoy the song within a song? And there's going to be a certain people that are going to just reply, yes, I love that song. It's my favorite on the album. But then there's the rest of you that know exactly. Wait, hold on. What I'm thinking of. Okay, I didn't wink the right eye. Anyways, press the like button. Thank you guys so much for spending your Saturday with me, your morning, your afternoon, your evening. Support what I do on Patreon. You don't have to, but you can. Press the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the other side of the moon. That didn't make sense. I was trying to do like the whole lunacy thing. It wasn't exactly what I was going for. It was just a little off. Just a little bit, though. Like, it was related.